Hello loves, welcome to Fifth Dimension. My name is Letty, and for today's reading I felt guided to sort of see what your current situation, like the feelings that it's bringing up, some sort of guidance in regards to that. Okay, so we have 3 piles. Go ahead and choose whichever pile you feel most called to. This one we have the Citrine pyramid. This second deck has the green Aventurine, the little point, and then the third pile has the Labradorite pyramid. So go ahead and choose, and I will see you at your piles. Hi, pile number 1. Thank you for joining me for your reading today. If you chose this deck right here, as well as the Citrine pyramid, I keep on wanting to say pendant, this little pyramid here, then this is going to be your reading. I'm going to shuffle and pull a card, and I will get messages from the card, and if that resonates with your current situation, then you'll know that this is the right reading for you. Okay, so go ahead and give me some of your energy. Pile number 1. A merry motive. 20. There's that number 2 again, and we'll see if it resonates with the rest of the reading. So I'm going to sit with that card for just a second and see what I get for you. All right, pile number 1. So I just did pile number 3 because I felt like switching it up, and I feel like your message resonates a lot with theirs. For the simple purpose that they both have same meanings but in a different way. Okay, so let me just explain why I say that. So if you can see, which I just noticed for the very first time, because I've seen this card before but I had never noticed, this little fairy that's coming out from all of this energy in the pit here that's been stored away. And she looks so free, like she is flying out of that hole like a bat out of hell. Like finally she's being freed from something that feels like was entrapment, and then it's this hole in the earth, right, with nothing but darkness surrounding. So what I'm strongly getting is that you are releasing yourself and allowing yourself, for once, I'm feeling, to finally be who you are, to finally shine your light. You're finally like embracing, and just, it feels almost like letting go of holding so much importance on everybody else's perception. Sorry, I didn't see, it was blurred. So everybody else's perception of who you are. However, in doing so, you feel a little bit scared, or maybe a lot scared, because there's a lot of darkness surrounding. Like you are shining so freaking bright, but you're shining so bright in a place full of darkness. So maybe you have like the world against you for shining so bright, pile number 1, or you feel like you might. You feel like I just feel like you feel like you don't have either a lot of support or a lot of like-minded or similar to your energy and your vibration around you, and for some reason that creates fear in being yourself, because you don't care what people think, but you are fearful of how they may react, or if certain people say certain things. Like there's a part of you that still feels very, because this is new, right? You're newly freed, and I feel like there's this vulnerability about the position that she's in too, because she's leading heart first, right? Like, which is also similar to pile number 3. She's leading heart first, and that is something that I feel she can't control, because it's what's freeing her from the depths of this hole. However, it's also putting her in a vulnerable position to be coming out into the unknown with all this darkness surrounding and having her heart lead her. That's a very vulnerable thing to do when you don't know what's around you in the darkness, if that makes sense. Okay, so if that resonates with what you may be experiencing currently, pile number 1, then you know this is confirmation that this is absolutely the reading for you. Okay, so did I already ask you to subscribe? I don't think I did. So yeah, do that. All right, so pile number 1. Usually I shuffle off not recording, but I felt today that I should absorb your energy to get a clearer reading, but I usually don't do it because it takes me forever, okay? So sorry. Pile number 1. Okay, we have 1. And number 1. Need one more. Number 1. There's the second one. We're gonna get 2 from each deck, okay? Pile number 1, please. Message for pile number 1. One, pile number 1. Let me flip it because I'm gonna start looking at it and making messages from it. All right, and let me get 2 tarot also. Number 1, please give me 2. There's 1 and there's 2. Okay. Hey, that wasn't bad. That didn't take as long as it normally takes. All right, so let's see what we got. Number 23. Oh God, not the mice. All right, we have 35. I feel like 35 has been coming up a lot. I'm about to turn 35 actually, so maybe that's why. The answers you need are coming. We have don't let your past hold you back. I don't know why I knew this card was going to come up in one of these readings today. Get to know each other. Learn to meet another's need for love. Number 44. I've been seeing that a lot lately too. Have you, pile number 1? Then we have back to what you love. This also came out in pile number 3. So I definitely feel like those, well, actually they're usually always connected, to be honest. They're just like at different timelines. Destiny. Sorry about that. And then we have the 3 of Earth. There's a lot of greens. There's a lot of greens. Heart chakra energy. This is about also very healing energy. This is also about like growth and fertility for creating whatever it is that you are trying to create. Pile number 1. All right, so I'm going to sit with that for a second, and then I will let you know what I get. All right, loves, so let's get into this. So this is what I'm strongly feeling. I feel like if you resonated with the original message that I said, that you feel like you are in a newfound place of really being able to just find who it is that you are, or embrace your authenticity, and you're not, it's like I said, like a bat out of hell. If that resonates with you, what I'm strongly picking up from this message is the need to slow down, because there are still anchors within your energy. Something is coming up about your past with this South Node. Don't actually, let me flip these. Don't let your past hold you back, because that's what I'm picking up with this anchor. That I really feel that there's something in your energy. Because at first, I know I'm all over the place, but at first, like the vibe that I got when I saw the little fairy coming out of the fire was, she's free, okay? But I felt like she was vulnerable. And that's what I said, because she was leading with her heart. And I feel like there is this vulnerability because of something that's still in your energy. Like you want to just go, which is fine, right? Because you finally are coming to a place of feeling free. So you deserve to go. However, there's a need to slow down, because it could, I don't know, I just keep feeling like a jolt. Like if there's something you're attached to with this heavy anchor and you're just like flying full-fledged, maybe that chain is long, so you're able to like pick up some momentum, but eventually you're going to run out of chain and it's just going to jolt you back because of this anchor that's here. There's something in your past that you are not yet completely through releasing, okay? You've released yourself to a certain degree, because she's coming out of this pit in the earth, right? And I don't know if you see this like wraparound, to me kind of looks like a barbed wire. I'm gonna try to get that. To me, it looks like a barbed wire. So it definitely feels like she's just escaped out of freaking prison or something, a self-imprisonment perhaps. Like if you kept yourself hidden for so long, you were imprisoning yourself. It's that Eight of Swords energy where you're restriction. But I feel like there's still the cord or the chain, if you will. Like she's coming out of the prison, but the chain is still there. And although you don't feel it yet because you're flying out of there like a bat out of hell, there's a need to slow down your flight, little free fairy, and really work through releasing yourself, okay? Because then there'll be all the time, I feel like, yeah, you're doing what you need to do, but there's the need to slow down, okay? So let me get back into, I just wanted to make that connection really quick. But we have this little mice here, and I was like, not the mice, right? I said that because I was like, the mice, like what? Like how does this connect? But then I got that feeling of like these mice, you know, have just come upon feeling free themselves and finding this like treasure load of festive fruits and breads, and they are throwing a party basically. They invited all their neighbors, their cousins, their tios and tias, and they are indulging. And so I feel like that's kind of in your energy, like you are freed from prison and you want to indulge, you know what I mean? And which I mean, they're cute little mice. Like, what harm could there be in that, you know? But like I said, I feel like everything at its pace, and there's strong indication here about slowing down. I don't know where exactly I'm getting that from, but I just feel like even though there's a bunch of greens, like to me it's saying like earth energy. Maybe that's where I'm getting that from. Like earth energy is slow moving energy, and I feel like there's a strong message in all of the greens that are standing out to me specifically. Maybe they're not catching your attention as much as they are to me, but the greens are standing out to me very intensely. And they are giving me the vibe of this slower, dense moving energy that they want you, your guides want you to embrace in slowing that energy down, taking the steps, putting one foot in front of the other, like instead of just rushing into indulging and celebrating your newfound freedom, which you should celebrate, but just like simmer down. I don't know. Take it or leave it. Do what you will. Pile number one, okay? I'm just the deliverer of messages. But anyways, if there are questions that you still have about whether or not you are taking the right direction in this, I feel like yes. I feel like you're not by any means headed in the wrong direction. You're headed to your destiny, in fact. And then I feel like seeds are being planted. And like I said in the beginning, that I had gotten the vibe of like with the greens, originally that earth energy was giving me really like fertile. I felt like the smell of fresh soil. Like, I don't know if I have that memory of like when I was little and my mom, she used to be in her garden all the time. And she used to like bring the plants and she used to like replant them from the plastic that they would come in into like pots or into the ground or whatever. And there was that smell of that fresh soil. And that's what I strongly got at the beginning of your reading. So I really feel like you are fertilizing a bunch of seeds at this exact moment, pile number one. Maybe that's where that momentum is. Like you feel free and you're just like flying all over the place, planting seeds for all of the wonderful things that you want to experience. Oh yeah, because there's all these stars that are hung out. I feel like, yeah, like you're getting everything lined up for what it is that you want now that you're free. Yeah, that would make sense. Sorry, I'm trying to get this. Okay, yeah. I'm definitely feeling that. You've planted a lot of seeds and beautiful things are going to grow for you. And you're probably already starting to see the evidence of these little seedlings hatch already, okay? We have get to know each other, learn to meet another's need for love. And we have back to what you love. Being guided by her heart here, the same energy that I get from that fairy. Here she's just following love, okay? She's allowing everything to flow as it needs to. But this getting to know each other, the number 44, stands out to me because am I attracting viewers who are on I feel like I'm attracting viewers who are on a twin flame journey. And let me know in the comments if you guys consider yourself a twin flame or feel like you're on that journey, because I'm just curious, okay? So this is a strong message. I feel the same thing. If you resonate with soul connections romantically, where your soul feels drawn to this person for a higher purpose, if that doesn't resonate with you, then leave this message alone. But if it does resonate with you, there's that similar energy to me about slowing down, especially with the message being get to know each other, because I feel like this specific, well, yeah, I mean, if this is your twin flame, there's the need to really do not miss any steps. There's no need to rush, even though the passion that attracts you to them, which was strongly in pile number 3, that was a twin flame reading for sure. That this, in order for the longevity and for this union to really be certain, I feel like there's no, you gotta, there's like different messages. It was something about a crossing, and then there was something about nooks and crannies. Don't leave any stone unturned also. Oh my god, that's too many references. My guides need to chill. I heard you need to dot your I's and cross your T's, and then I heard something about X's, marking your X's and O's, and then I heard leave no stone unturned, and then don't leave it or cranny. I don't know, something like, I don't know, I don't even know that. But anyways, yes, the need to like really pay attention to the small details that comes with this journey. This journey is not about just rushing into the passionate, fun parts. Unfortunately, this is not for everyone, and it is the reason why so many twin flames never come together in union, because it's a lot of work, to be honest. But if this is what you want, that's the message for you. Do not, I prefer that one. Let's not leave any stones unturned. That's one I would use. The other ones, I don't know where those came from. But yeah, you are following your destiny. You have a good sense of direction, pile number 1, which is why you flew out with your freedom like a bat out of hell. Just, you already know, you have that sense of direction. You're headed to where you know you're supposed to be headed, okay? And you're planting the seeds. There is some stuff that needs to get sorted out, and actually that might connect to this card if you resonate with being on a twin flame journey. With something about your past. Typically, twin flame journeys bring up everything from our past, okay? They will trigger and mirror to us everything from our past that we still have not worked through, if that makes sense. So take that message only if it resonates. But that is your reading, pile number 1. Don't forget to subscribe, because you should have already. Show me that support in any way, shape, or form that is best for you. And yeah, until we vibe again, loves. Hi, pile 2. Thank you for joining me for your reading today. If you chose the green Aventurine and this deck right here, then this is the correct reading. I'm going to start off by pulling a card from the deck and seeing whatever messages come with that. And if that scenario or situation resonates with you, pile number 2, then you are at the right reading. Pile number 2. Tell me about pile number 2. Alright, so we have the Time Master, card number 57. I've never seen this card before. Let me sit with this for just a second, pile number 2, and see what I get. Okay, pile number 2. This is what I'm getting. So, the Time Master. Clearly, something having to do with time has been really heavy in your energy, and this doesn't necessarily have to be, but could be you feeling almost like there's not enough time for you to complete everything that you want to in this lifetime. You may feel like you're running out of a certain window, maybe, that you feel that you have, like a window of opportunity that the clock is ticking on. Maybe that's what you're feeling. But the stronger scenario that I feel is this is really about this illusion of time, where there's a lot of emphasis to put on past experiences, like a lot of emphasis in your energy of really like being in like thinking a lot about the past and how it's led you to where you are, and giving that a lot of power, but also worrying about the future and if it's going to play out as you very much want it to, if you're going to be able to accomplish or manifest or create whatever it is that you see yourself creating in this life. And really, like, I feel like if you are feeling this way, like unsure and reflective a lot, unsure about the future or reflective on the past a lot, and it gives you a lot of worry or feeling overwhelmed at times, if you are feeling this, then this is your message for sure, okay? So I am going to pull some cards from a few decks. It does take me a while. That's why I usually pull the cards before I even get started with the readings. But I'm going to shuffle to pull on your energy for the simple purpose of getting a stronger read, okay? So this is the moment where I say words to try to convince you to subscribe. And that should be enough, right? Do that. Take a second, click subscribe. Your guides want you to do this. I'm just kidding, but I would like you to. All right, so 2 cards, please, for pile number 2. You can either forward through my shuffling pile number 2 or just focus your energy on these shuffling cards to try to help me get a better read on you. All right, that was good. Pile number 2. Oh, that was extra good. Good job, pile number 2, sending me that energy. All right, pile number 2. Pile number 2. Please give me 2 messages. Pile 2. Ugh, that's way too many. Bye. Let me shuffle. No, I'm not going to take it. I want it to fly out. Number 2, please. There's 1. 1 more, please. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to pull 2 tarot, and then we will get started with your reading. Number 2, please give me 2 cards. There's 1, and there's 2. Okay, awesome. Thank you, pile number 2. You actually did a really good job at helping me out. Usually it takes me much longer. Let's see what we got. 44, lies. You lie. All of these readings are so in sync, but I love it. Okay, so 44 with this magnifying glass. All right, let's see what else we got. No, this one first. The fox. Fox energy. We have take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. Number 23. We have embrace your emotions. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. Okay. A time for healing. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. We have the hero. Yes. And the 2 of fire. Literally, you are connecting with all the piles today, but in different ways, of course, okay? So let me sit with this energy, and then I'll get started. All right, pile number 2. So I had to sit with that for a second, and I feel like I have a clear read on this end, but these 2 cards right here have stumped me because I feel like it's opposite to the message that I'm getting over here because of the fox, right? The fox is like that trickster energy where it could indicate like either you feeling on edge or feeling or sensing as if there is some sort of like deceit or someone trying to like play you in some way. And with the magnifying glass right next to it, I feel like the message was to look like to look deeper into these feelings of feeling tricked or feeling like somebody's, yeah, just like not trustworthy, okay? But then on the opposite end, we have take a chance on love and embrace your emotions, which is telling me to release any fear and just allow things to flow. So this is telling me like be on guard. This is telling me flow. So maybe that's something that you're feeling, pile number 2. Actually, that probably is what it is now that I'm thinking about it. Like maybe there's like really contrast. And remember with the Time Master, I said something about the past and then something about the future. So maybe there's a part of you that feels like tugged back by your past experiences, and you feel the need to like you're dissecting and looking very deep into being on guard and untrusting. And then the part of you that's looking to the future and wanting to trust and allow things to flow as they need to. And it's sort of like a conflicting energy. But if that doesn't resonate with you, regardless, I am going to... Okay, I also got... Sorry. The opposite message I got from that was that maybe you're looking too deep into things and trying so hard to like see evidence of deceit and untrustworthiness because of what you're seeing. But that's not true. That it could just be you like being like very, very on guard. But let me pull an advice card for that just to be clear that up, okay? I don't want to ruffle your feathers unnecessarily. If there's no need to be on guard, then yeah, no. We have released the old and rest. Yeah, because this is like anxious. It made me anxious. Specifically because I usually resonate with pile number 2. And I was like, no. Don't tell me that somebody's tricking me over here. I don't like all that. It says release the old and rest. So yes, this is confirming to me. Let's see what else we have. Protection Guardian, drop your shield. Thank you so much, Spirit. Yes, that is the confirmation I needed as to what the accurate message was. Because I didn't know if I'm just like, am I going to tell pile 2 that they need to be on guard? Or am I going to tell them that they're being too on guard? You're being too on guard, okay? You don't need to be on guard. That's clarified. You actually need to release that guardedness that you have. Protection Guardian, drop your shields. You do have your shields up, which is what I was sensing from that, like the need to like lift the feathers to protect, okay? And then Autumn, release the old and rest. There's, like I said with this time, like something from the past is being triggered here clearly. That you feel the need to really like strongly look deep into something, which is probably causing you a lot of anxiety, because I felt anxiety, but not so much as like I kind of felt worried for myself that I was being tricked, but I didn't want to like project that onto you if it had nothing to do with the reading, if it was just me like getting triggered, because I take this as my own reading, right? So I just wanted to confirm that. I'm glad that we were able to confirm that that's the message from here. You're looking way too deep, like you're inspecting when it comes to a situation, looking for any indication that you need to run for it, okay? Like you're so a cat-like. Are you cat-like? Pile number 2, where you're kind of like on edge and like ready to like run. If you see, hear, smell, taste any signs of needing to get away fast, because that's the stance that this fox has, okay? So you were being guided that to put your shields down when it comes to this, okay? Especially I have to say, because the other readings had indication of twin flame, and I feel like lately I've been like pulling in energy from these readings, specifically on YouTube, because I do TikTok also, but those are just like one card pull and I give a simple message, but I get different energy over there than I'm getting, or I'm realizing that on YouTube videos that I do. Like and I'm actually using the same cards, but I get completely different messages once I do like the thorough reading on YouTube. And I feel like a lot of the energy is very twin flame related. So let me know in the comment if that's true, pile number 2. If you're resonating with this message so far, let me know. Even if it's a simple pile 2, yes, letting me know if you resonate with being on a twin flame journey. Yeah, I want to know. I'm curious. But anyways, because I feel like I've been getting that energy lately. But anyways, I'm so distracted. My bad, my bad. Take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. If this is about your twin flame journey, pile number 2, yeah, you're being asked to stop dissecting and really just allow things to flow, even though it's scary. Because that's what I feel like is why all this energy is here. Because you're scared and you have your shields up. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Your emotions also are feeling a little like turbulent, pile 2. Let me know if that's accurate, but I feel like the emotions are a little turbulent, and that's why it's creating like this sense of like fear and need to really dissect. Like, if I'm gonna go on this crazy ass river ride, I need to know that I'm safe. You know, you don't want to be on this crazy ass river ride with, you know, somebody who's not there to help you navigate these waters. All right. Embrace your emotions here. We have a lot of darkness here. There's a lot of darkness here, Pile 2. I don't know what to tell you. Allow your feelings to surface. Oh, that connects so beautifully with pile number 1. These 3 readings are to surface because their main energy was everything surfacing from literally a hole in the ground. And I feel like that's similar to what I'm getting from this card too. But this is more like emotionally within you. That you have a lot that is needing to surface that has not. And I don't know why though. Because I feel like pile 2s are typically like, oh, healing, a time for healing. Oh my god, bye. I don't know why I didn't make that connection faster. You are typically a pile, I was about to say, you're typically a pile that tends to be like actively working on your healing, but this gives me the opposite energy. This gives me the energy of, instead of releasing things that need to be healed, there's stuff that you're bottling up. But this is what I'm getting. So let me know if this is true, pile number 2, that you are very much actively working on your healing, but your healing is in regards to other things. Your healing is in regards to maybe like how you interacted with your parents and any wounds you picked up from your childhood with whatever dynamic you had, but then also you're working on like maybe even friendship wounds of maybe like being over used, not overused, I mean overly giving of yourself is what I'm feeling. Like you've worked on that type of wounds, like within friendships, within families. You've worked on self-image wounds, like trying to build up your self-love and boundaries. I feel like you've worked on all of that, pile number 2. However, this darkness that is needing to emerge is specifically having to do with your twin flame, which is where you're not releasing these emotions. These emotions specifically having to do with a physical person in your life who you consider to be your twin flame or soul mate, soul partner, soul, whatever you call it, okay? Somebody who you have a soul-based connection to, that is very fiery and magnetic, whoever that is to you. those emotions that are being triggered here, and this actually might be the person who you're dissecting. Okay, if this is a twin flame reading, this is all making sense. If this is not a twin flame, it doesn't have to be, okay? It could just be like twin flame, like replace that with something that you're very passionate and wanting to bring into your life and to connect with in your life. That could be that, okay? And this could be just you like having doubt and dissecting and doubt in yourself and being able to achieve this, okay? So these are, it could be two different things. But if this is with a specific person, then the message here is that you are bottling up your emotions when it comes to what this person is triggering in you. And there's healing work that needs to be done specifically within what's being triggered, okay? So pay attention to that, and that needs to be healed in order to grow, right? You can't move forward until you release all this. So if you feel some sort of blockage when it comes to this connection, this is definitely what's going on. And I feel like more than likely, if this is a person, it's because you don't have that open communication. Like you probably don't have like a strong emotional foundation when it comes to communicating emotions to your partner. They may even make them feel uncomfortable, and because you resonate and respect that, you are not expressing things that you may be guided or feel like you should be expressing to this person about what they're triggering in you in the interactions with you, okay? If this is not a person, then the message about whatever it is that you are passionate in trying to achieve, there's a lot of fears and doubts that you are bottling up in regards to attaining this, in regards to your belief in your capacity to attain it, okay? And so that is something that you need to work on healing, all right? So then there's this lack or doubt, regardless whether it's a person or to what you're pursuing, and that connects with this, okay? If it's a passion that you're pursuing, or regardless, because this is kind of, the hero is like sink or swim. You're going to go out there and you're going on a self journey to really see, you know, if you're able to, like, it's all or nothing. You're on a mission to accomplish whatever it is that you're set out to accomplish. And it's, like I said, like the full energy kind of also, where it's like you're taking your leap, you're going all in, and it's creating fear, right? But whether this is in regards to a relationship, you're being guided to have confidence. Like I said, especially when it comes to love, like, let things flow, take a chance on love. And then if this is not a specific person and this is about an actual situation, something that you're passionate about, that you're trying to really bring into fruition, same message. There's this need for confidence within yourself, and to not be dissecting things, looking for evidence of failure, looking for evidence, because I feel like that might be what's happening here. Yeah. Okay, so I was able to bring it together, guys. Those are your messages, pile number 2. If this resonated with you, please let me know. Subscribe if you haven't already, because you should have, because I deserve it. Okay, I'll stop. But yeah, reciprocate this energy for me, please. I would appreciate it, and show your support for me and my purpose here. However way is best for you, by liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, of course. And yeah, until we vibe again, pile number 2. Hi, pile number 3. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose this 3rd deck as well as a Labradorite pyramid, then this is your reading. I don't really have a plan for today's reading. I'm just going to pull. I've gathered a few decks over here to my side, and I'm just going to pull and see what messages come, okay? So unfortunately, you're going to have to see me shuffling, which is kind of delayed, but you could just click, right? Oh, also, before I get started on your reading, pile number 3, be sure to take one quick second and click that subscribe button. If you already are one of my subscribers, thank you so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate the support. So, pile number 3. We are starting off with Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. So let me sit with that for a minute. All right, pile number 3. So this is going to be able to tell you if you resonate with the situation that I am picking up on. That's going to tell you if you're at the right pile, okay? So what I'm feeling from this card is that you absolutely feel guided to some sort of spiritual, I'm going to say goal, project, career, just something spiritually based that you feel called to take action on, and that you are actively making those steps, okay? You're taking the steps, but you are feeling, I feel a bit overwhelmed at times, maybe feeling like there's so much unknown, and you really feel sort of like this person that's in the image where she's walking through these giant hallways, knowing that she's been guided to keep walking this path, however feeling very alone, and maybe at times with all the mist and gray down here, maybe at times like very fogged, if that makes sense, like feeling like you really are going fully on blind trust at this point, not being able to see where you're even headed, but knowing that this is purposeful, that you are headed to something that is going to serve your purpose. It's going to serve making you feel completely fulfilled when it comes to walking on your spiritual journey. But sort of the same way that, like I said, she's walking through these giant hallways. If you can imagine like going into a church or a public library or something. I'm just thinking like some sort of very like official standing, like a building that's held as like prestigious. And being in that space, like literally, I want you to imagine yourself there, and then like kind of searching for somebody there to sort of be like, hey, I'm looking for this, you know, or whatever. But there's nobody there. You're just there completely by yourself, like walking these halls, kind of searching for somebody. Is the feeling that I'm getting, like searching for somebody who's going to be able to help you to find what it is that you're in that giant building looking for, okay? So yeah, that's sort of the vibe that I'm getting. If that resonates with you, pile number 3, then you chose the right reading for you, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and place this up here and then get started. So I'm just going to pull, I'm going to go with 2 from each deck. If you don't want to see all the shuffling, you could just like click forward until you see all the cards laid out. If not, you can send me your energy by just focusing on my shuffling. Pile number 3. Messages for pile number 3. There's 1. Pile number 3. Oh no. I always get like sort of guided when a certain card wants to pop out, but then I like stall because no, I prefer like full clarity. I know some readers are able to just randomly blindly pull from the deck and get the message they need, but I feel most comfortable when it just comes out on its own. Oh, you see, it wanted to. I saw a rainbow, guys. So there's a rainbow at the end of this haul for you. Maybe it, oh. Okay, there it is, there it is. I just had the vibe, oh my god, 222, yes. I'm loving that, okay. But I'm sort of getting the vibe that maybe you're not supposed to know what you're in that building for. I feel like you just have a feeling that it's going to bring you fulfillment, and you have this feeling that number 3. Yeah, you know you're supposed to be there. It says your guidance is divinely guided. You're full on aware that you're supposed to be in this building, that there's purpose for you here. But I feel like maybe like you're not meant to see it. Maybe like I feel like there's an element of surprise that's necessary for this to unfold in the way that it really needs to. I left them flipped over because it shifts my focus, and I like to focus on what I'm shuffling versus already trying to focus on getting the message from the deck, but then also trying to focus on already deciphering messages that are coming through. So my bad. Let me actually cover this so that I can focus on the shuffling. Number 3. Messages for pile number 3. Messages for pile number 3, please. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's go ahead and get some tarot cards also. We'll get 2. 1. 3. One more message. There it is. Oh, we actually got 3 cards. Okay. All right. So now let me flip. We have luck is on your side. Yeah, you're definitely headed in the right direction. You're very close to achieving your goal. You're actually almost to the end of the hall, pile number 3, which doesn't surprise me, to be honest. We have the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. Yeah, I really feel like that's strongly indicated with the 2, 2, 2 also. Then we have back to what you love. Again, reevaluate your desires. Yeah, you're definitely headed to like complete. I just feel like such expansion in your heart energy. Emotions. That's what this reading's all about. Why it is that you're feeling the way that you are feeling. More emotions. We have the 7 of water. And then we have the 2 of fire. Is this about your twin flame, pile number 3? I feel like this is about your twin flame journey, because there's such a huge element of love being indicated here. Okay, so let me, I actually have some messages, but I want to get this very clear, okay? I'm going to sit with it for a second. Okay, pile number 3. So with this 22 here, and you see the paths, I feel like that's currently what you're sort of feeling right now. You're feeling as if you might make the wrong step. Like specifically if this is resonating with you about a twin flame journey that holds 2 purposes, right? A dual purpose. The twin flame journey holds one purpose of this loving connection that you have in the physical with a person who like has this strong lessons to be learned, but also this very like strong rewarding energy that comes to it, which is something that you feel guided to. Like it's just this fire, right? It's flamed for a reason, because it just like ignites this really magnetic, intense and passionate fire within you. But the other purpose of this journey is about spiritual growth, okay? Spiritual growth, specifically in connection with all the healing work that is done if you are actively on twin flame journey. Okay, so it's one thing to be aware, have the awareness or believe that you are a twin flame, because I feel like that automatically has an impact on your life when you have that realization. But then like once you get further into actively doing the growth, doing the healing, and moving forward on your spiritual journey. Usually this is indicated by, that separation energy where you do a lot of healing work. I feel like there's a part of you that's scared that you are going to make the wrong steps when it comes to this journey of yours, and I really do not see that happening, because although you might feel like it's a separate path, it's taking you to the same place, okay? The paths do connect regardless, is what I'm feeling. Like you can't, if you're already trusting the guidance that you're receiving, however it is that you receive that pile number 3, if you're already trusting that, you can't go wrong, which is what I feel a lot of these messages are. The only thing that's real is love. Shift your focus back on love. And then this one, back to what you love. Same thing. Shift your focus back to love, back to what you love. So as long as you are allowing your heart to guide you, as long as you know this is coming from my heart, because I feel like you doubt your ability to not be clouded like that main message was, right? Sometimes I feel like when you think you're being guided towards something, you doubt, like, is this me impulsively making a decision, or is this me trusting my intuition? And you kind of like waver and doubt where this inclination is coming from, specifically when it comes to your twin flame journey. So that can be your spiritual path, but also it could be like in specific actions when it comes to your flame, your other flame, okay? And I feel like you are, this doubt that you're having, is she blindfolded? Oh no, for one reason, I don't know, another, I thought I saw her like with a blindfold on her eyes as she walks towards love. And so I was like, yeah, definitely being guided towards just following your heart, because you're almost like you're right exactly where you need to be, even though you feel lost, even though you feel like you need, or you're in search of somebody to be there. Oh, don't you just hate that? Like when it comes to spirituality, you're just like, somebody tell me what to do, tell me. And then the answer is always within you. Unfortunately, right? The answer is within you. It's not anywhere exterior to you. The answer is not going to be outside of you ever. The answer is always going to be within you, which is unfortunate when you're feeling like lost in the fog and you're looking for somebody to direct you, okay? So what it's saying here, if you feel this way, pile number 3, at those moments when you feel like you lack a sense of direction, your guides want you to know that you cannot go wrong as long as you are allowing your heart to guide you, okay? So connect with your heart in any way that you can, even just holding your hand to your heart during a meditation or during just whenever, okay? Holding and connecting with your heart and trusting what's coming to you in those moments is the next step, okay? That you're not making anything a wrong decision, okay? Because I don't think you can make a wrong decision the way that I feel with the energy of this cards. You have luck on your side, even though it is new moon energy, which means you can't see it, which is what I was getting from the main card, right? But then you're very close to achieving your goal, like you're almost there, but you can't see it. You're not in the place of perspective to be able to see it. It's almost like when you're on a trail going up a mountain and there's supposed to be like this beautiful view, but you can't see the view until you're at a certain point on that journey, okay? And I feel like that's where you are, and that's why you're sort of like feeling blind and fogged, because you can't necessarily see any evidence of the view up ahead. And so you feel like you might be going in the wrong direction, but you're not, okay? You're not. With this 2 here, I felt like that strongly connected with the 22, but also as a separate message, I still feel that it has to do with the twin flame journey, and really like just it being sort of like blessed because of this 4-leaf clover. I was picking up like 4 of Wands energy, which is also, you know, known to be a good indication about a message about the twin flame journey. Okay, we have emotions here, and then we have the 7 of water. This specific 7 of water always tells me that there's guidance in going with the flow, okay, and going towards whatever feels like there's most flow. Like in law of attraction, how they say the path of least resistance. Don't swim against the current. If it feels like what actions you're taking or what thoughts you're thinking are creating friction, like there's a river that you're in and you're trying to swim upstream and you're just creating, and you'll feel it. This is a feeling, right? You'll be able to feel overwhelmed. You'll be able to feel in a struggle and frustrated and anxious and worried. So when you feel yourself thinking or feeling this way, I feel like the strong guidance is to go with the path of least resistance. Whatever feels like you're releasing all of that tension and just surrendering to where this river is taking you, okay? Don't fight against it. And then we have this 2 of fire, which is just like, for me, like really strong indication of you and your twin being really in tune at some point within this. Look, literally, I was just telling you, bye. I love when there's things like that happen. I was just telling you, and when I was saying that, I literally had my hand on my heart. And so both of them have their hands on their hearts, and then they're looking at you, okay? Like they're letting you know what I just told you. To connect with your heart and trust it. I love that for you, pile number 3. I feel like that's a perfect place to end off this reading. I really hope I was able to help you with some guidance. If I was, be sure to subscribe, because you should have already, because I asked you in the beginning. But I appreciate the support in any way, shape, or form. So like, commenting, sharing, if that's a thing. I don't know if people share tarot videos, to be honest, but yeah, do one of those things. Until we vibe again, pal number 3.